Welcome to Hockey Whiz Talks podcast. Today I'll be talking about drafting in deep leagues in fantasy hockey. In a past podcast, I briefly touched on drafting in deep leagues, but in this podcast, I will talk about this more in depth. When drafting in a deep league, you need to pay attention to more things that are going on in the draft, and not just being focused on drafting your team. For example, when teams start to draft goalies, you should start queuing up some of the goalies you want to draft, because they tend to go off the board really fast. Same for defensemen. Be aware of the positional needs for your league as well as the scoring for your league, because your league's positional needs and the scoring affect how you approach the draft. Most deep leagues have large rosters and also have expanded scoring categories, meaning they will count hits, face-off wins, and blocks. Although you have to draft more players, you can use these garbage categories to your advantage and focus on drafting players that put up points in the early rounds, then focus on those garbage categories in the later rounds. Be well prepared for the draft. Take the time to look at the top 1,000 players and find the players buried way low on the rankings. Sometimes there are some hidden gems there. Drafting in a deep league requires a lot more preparation. Do not show up for the draft without having done any mock drafts or looking at the player rankings beforehand. Check out my scouting blog at hockeywiz777scouting.com. Follow me on Facebook and Instagram at hockeywiz777. Now I will do a mock draft of a 20-team head-to-head league with 25 roster spots. In this mock draft, I am drafting 13th. In the first round, and with the 13th pick, I select Sidney Crosby. In the second round, and with the 27th pick, I select John Carlson. In the third round, and with the 53rd pick, I select Nicklas Backstrom. In the fourth round, and with the 67th pick, I select Spencer Knight. In the 5th round, and with the 93rd pick, I select Darnell Nurse. In the 6th round, and with the 107th pick, I select Blake Wheeler. In the 8th round, and with the 147th pick, I select Carter Hart. In the 9th round, and with the 173rd pick, I select Alec Martinez. In the 10th round, and with the 187th pick, I select Claude Giroux. In the 11th round, and with the 213th pick, I select Travis Konechny. In the 12th round, and with the 227th pick, I select Moritz Seider. In the 13th round, and with the 253rd pick, I select Anthony Beauvillier. In the 14th round, and with the 267th pick, I select Josh Bailey. In the 15th round, and with the 293rd pick, I select Christian Dvorak. In the 16th round, and with the 307th pick, in the 16th round, and with the 307th pick, I select Radko Gudas. In the 17th round, and with the 333rd pick, I select Niels Höglander. In the 18th round, and with the 347th pick, I select Adam Lowry. In the 19th round, and with the 373rd pick, I select Brandon Tanev. In the 20th round, and with the 387th pick, I select Thomas Greiss. In the 21st round, and with the 413th pick, I select Scott Mayfield. In the 22nd round, and with the 427th pick, I select Adam Larson. In the 23rd round, and with the 453rd pick, I select Nolan Patrick. In the 24th round, and with the 467th pick, I select Nick Dowd. And in the 25th round, with the 493rd pick, I select Casey Cizikas. And now a word from our sponsor. Check out my hockey blog at hockeywiztalkshockey.blogspot.com. Also look me up on YouTube at Lucas Aoyang. This is how the final roster looks like. Centers, Sidney Crosby, Nicklas Backstrom, Adam Lowry, Nick Dowd. Left wingers, Teuvo Teravainen, Claude Giroux, Anthony Beauvillier. Right wingers, Blake Wheeler, Travis Konechny, Josh Bailey. Wingers, Christian Dvorak, Brandon Tanev. Defensemen, John Carlson, Darnell Nurse, Alec Martinez, Moritz Seider, Radko Gudas, Adam Larson. The goalie is Spencer Knight. Bench, Carter Hart, Thomas Greiss, Niels Höglander, Nolan Patrick, Casey Cizikas, Scott Mayfield. This is a very good team that could contend for a championship. In my next podcast, I'll be talking about bounce back players as well as players to avoid in fantasy hockey.